Hey YouTube, Jason here with Day Trading Fearless. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. And as always, make sure you check out my website, Day Trading Fearless, for my weekly S&P E-mini futures trade zones that looks very similar to this. This is what they are. If price rallies, resistance. If price falls, support. I also show you open gaps and open virgin points of control. But as always, let's jump right into it. This is a midweek weekly watch list for March 23rd, 2021. So if you watched my weekly watch list this past weekend, well, if you didn't watch it, go watch it. But I said that I actually expected us to rally up, kind of have a little bounce back up, and then roll back over. Okay, so retrace. I said I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't gap lower. We'll probably retrace this move a little bit and then start to roll back over. That's what I think's going on. The level I'm watching on the S&P futures is if we could break this 38.90 level, we'll call it. I'm doing this right a couple minutes before the market actually opens on Tuesday from rollover. If we break below this 38.90 level, that will now put us in a bearish market, and I think we will see a potential lower market over the next couple days, because this would be a bear flag, right? Here's our flagpole, small rally, and then breakdown. And that's why I kind of called for if we didn't gap lower. I thought, hey, maybe we gap lower, but if not, I won't be surprised to see a little retracement, back up, and then roll back over. And that's exactly what happened. And one of the things that I'm watching for was on this bounce, look at the RSI. It's pointing lower, right? Really didn't bounce with this. It just kind of stayed kind of neutral to lower, in my opinion. So with that being said, that's the level I'm looking for. I think if we break it, watch for lower prices to at least come down to the 50 this week, maybe even as low as the slower trend line, which in a couple days would take us to about the 38.10 level. So that's it. Now, a couple other things. Crude oil's falling apart. Okay, with crude oil, I said there was divergence. I was expecting lower prices on crude oil this week, probably, and that's exactly based on that divergence. Look at this, again, a little retracement, and then this is what I'm looking for going back on to the ESs, right? If we can have the same pattern, price would need to break below here like this. Watch out down below, because as we look at crude oil, that's exactly what happened, right? So Monday kind of opened up, and then Tuesday we broke down, and it was off to the races to the downside. Now, I would be looking probably for this low volume node on market profile, also the swing high around 54 for a potential bounce if price does keep on coming down. So that's what I'd be looking at for crude oil over the next couple days. Gold, GLD, interesting thing going on here with gold and silver. So silver has actually been the relative strong one, and gold has been weak, right? Here's the gold chart, and here is the silver chart, okay? Gold's like way down here, silver's way up here, but now look at this move on silver. Silver actually broke down from this bear flag and is breaking down. I'm watching this 200, maybe even this high volume node right here with the 200 with all this support level right here. So probably the 22 level on silver. If it pulls back, maybe look for a potential long. And remember, none of this is actual trade advice. It's all just my opinion. And I'm just some guy on YouTube talking about the stock market. So, but gold, bear flag, I'm still watching for this lower level, 153, give or take 4, 5, 155, somewhere around there to look to potentially sell puts when we get down there. So I think gold might follow silver now, but we'll see what happens. Slash BTC, Bitcoin. I told you guys, divergence up here. Okay, you guys know me. I love my divergence. I even called M pattern a couple weeks, kind of double top. We broke a little bit above, but we do have divergence. We do have lower prices. I expect Bitcoin to potentially keep falling. I want to watch this 50,000 for bounce, and then probably the 4,700 level, or sorry, 47,000 level on Bitcoin if it pulls back, if you trade Bitcoin. Let's take a look at a couple stocks and a couple of trade ideas. I told you on the weekly video, my trade I really liked was the short of JP Morgan. Nice follow through. Now, how could we kind of figure out levels from here? Well, we know this level right here is a low volume node, right? It's also a prior high. We also have a gap here, which is actually the real low volume node, right before it starts to go into the high volume node. So we have a gap here, which I probably like better. Is this gap fill, also prior high. And then when we grab our fib extension tool, all I'm going to do is I'm going to go from this high to this swing low, because this was the last swing low. So I'm just going to measure this leg right there. And look at this, stop right the 127. If we get to the 1618, takes us directly here, and right to the 200, okay, is also the prior high, and right below is the gap fill, right around that 142 level. So that's what I'm looking for. If price does keep falling, I will definitely be looking for this and then the bounce move, and maybe sell puts down around the 135 for a couple, maybe a couple days, couple weeks. So I kind of like that trade. I like JP Morgan and stuff like that on the longer term, but we're kind of rolling over. So Tesla, TSLA, feels heavy, feels like it wants to roll back over, right? Kind of this pattern here, bounce, and then at least come back down and retest this double bottom, or create a double bottom, retest, and actually touch the 200. So I'm kind of bearish on Tesla the next couple of days. Apple, nothing on Apple. Let's take a look at GameStop for all you GME GameStop people. One of the things, they do have earnings right now. It looks like they're a 160 after hours. So hate to be a long GameStop, right? Way up here. Yeah, I'll pass, but if you guys like it, maybe watch for a bounce at the 130 tomorrow morning for the 50 period moving average. So I hope that helps, guys. Just want to give you guys a quick midweek update, and until next time, we'll talk to you soon.